Well, hello there. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm Shannon West, and I am so excited to show you a really cool card as part of the Great American Stampin' Show. Last time, 2 weeks ago, we focused on embossing folders. And ooh, as much as I loved my card and thought it looked like a beautiful 50s tablecloth, I did not win. Julie won, so congrats, Julie. That's pretty awesome, and I am working extra hard this week to earn your vote. You get to decide who the winner is each time we do the Great American Stampin' Show. So watch this video. If you like my card, click the thumbs up, the like, and whoever has the most likes out of the 4 of us wins. All right, so how do you find those other videos? Check the description. All of the links are there. This time we are featuring, oh, I've forgotten. What is it? Embossing paste. And I will tell you, this is not a product that I am an expert in at all. No, that is not true. Not at all. But after making this card, I am a fan. I am so pleased with what I created, and I just can't wait to show you. But before I do, I got to tell you, if you want to stamp along with the Great American Stampin' Show in April, you've got to sign up to do that by March 31st. So the link to that is also in the description here, to all the details and to the sign up form. We are doing something we have never done before. It is going to be pretty awesome. And we are excited to show you the 8 cards that we have created. And for those of you that sign up, we're going to create cute little packages for you and send them out, and you can stamp right along with us. So come along, come do that. It's going to be so much fun. And you will receive we will have 2 cards from each of us. So that's how we get the 8. 2 times 4 equals 8. Math. It's the fun topic. Okay, let's check this card out, the embossing paste card. Here are all of the products that I am going to be using for this incredible card. Reach for the Stars. This is kind of a weird set. I don't know. I have never used it before, and then all of a sudden I had just a perfect use or a perfect need for it, which you will see. And then it's in the stars background stamp. Perfect. These are not purposefully meant to go together, but obviously you can see stars going along with astronauts and spaceships and stuff. So a starry sky card, starry sky ink pad. So sad, we only have about a month left of these of this color before it goes, so I'm gonna use it a lot so I can just savor every last minute. Pretty peacock. Starry sky shiny ribbon, metallic woven ribbon, and then a little piece of pool party and some white. That's it. And then there's this embossing paste. Well, this stuff is just crazy and weird and awesome and unique. And then the Stampin' Up! Sells these palette knives too. So this is a must to use if you're going to use the embossing paste. And even though I'm only showing you one idea here tonight of how to use the embossing paste, once you watch my competitors' videos, you will have 3 more ideas. And so the embossing paste will become even more desirable, I believe. All right, let's start with in the stars. I'm just going to take this stamp out and cover it with Starry Sky. Pretty simple, pretty basic use of the background stamp. Okay, get that pretty well covered. Let's see. Have I missed any spots? I think that looks pretty good. Let's see. I think I'm finished with that color. And now I'm going to just take my card, let's see, and I'm going to put it down like this, although I don't know that it really matters. Does it have it up or down? I don't think it does. I'll just stick it down right here. And I'm going to take my grid paper and fold it over. Oh no, I'm not, because I've already stuck that down to the table. So I'll get an old piece of grid paper, just stick it on top, and then I can rub it on the edges and I won't get ink on my fingers, is what I'm trying to do here. Okay, let's see how that worked out. perfect. Oh, I love that stamp. It's really cool. Like all these little mini constellations and whatnot. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and clean it later so that it is out of my way. I've got majorly inky fingers today, so I don't know. Hopefully I'm not going to get them on my white cardstock. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I guess there's always more cardstock if that does happen. Okay, now I've got my pretty peacock and my greeting, reach for the stars. I'll just ink that up, and I'm just going to stamp this kind of over in this way. And I don't have a very big piece, so hopefully this works out. If not, there's another side of my cardstock, but guess what? Perfect. And then this piece, I'll just do a little, what's this called? Banner end. And then right here, I'm going to wrap a little bit of the metallic woven ribbon around that. So that's what's to come there. Now I've got my astronaut. Ooh, I went back and forth on if I should do the astronaut or the spaceship. But check this out. I found a really cool technique to use with my astronaut. Ah, that looks amazing. Okay, first thing though, I'm going to cut this out with my die and give it a minute to kind of settle, for the color to kind of settle into the cardstock, because I'm going to use some Stampin' blends on top of it. That's done, and look how perfect he looks. And before I do the Stampin' blends though, I'm going to do my embossing paste so it has a little bit of time to dry. I've got a secret item, a mixing bowl. And what I'm going to do with that is just create a nice round piece of cardstock right here. So I couldn't think of any better way to do this. We used to have Stampin' Up! Used to sell a circle cutter a little while ago, but that is no more. So now I'm going to use this instead. White round item on a card with an astronaut. Are you figuring out what this might be? So I'm just going to trim this right below the pencil line. So that is just removed. And we have started to make a moon. Yes, indeed. Let's see how that's going to look on our card. So this piece was just 3 inches by 4 1/4, so it goes the width of the card, and it's just going to be kind of right there. Ooh, are you catching the vision? A little bit moony right there. Okay, time for the fun. Embossing paste. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I mean, I need a decent amount because I'm going to cover this entire piece, but this stuff goes pretty far. So I'll just stick that much down. I think that should be enough. If not, we can always get some more. And make sure to put that lid on nice and tight because this stuff can dry up if you don't. Okay, let's see. Then we're going to just kind of mix that a little bit. And now I'm going to add my secret ink ingredient, 1 little drop of Smoky Slate ink. Okay, that looks really dark right there. I'm not going to just mix the whole thing because I want it to kind of be varied. I don't want anything to look like a solid color. I want a little bit of white and a little bit of gray and some bumps and some uneven surfaces. So I think this works. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this piece, but actually I think I need to get that scratch paper back because I don't want to get it on my grid paper because then it will just be there to stay. So, okay, take a little bit of this, swipe it across my card, and I'm just doing kind of like 1 layer, and I don't want it to be like a solid flat layer. I want it to be bumpy and have some holes and different colors. Ooh, I'm kind of like out of paste, so I'm gonna have to spread it a little thinner, I think, which is fine. I think I've got it too thick. So just spread it out like that. Cover it best I can. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so crazy. Okay. I want to get the edges really good so that it doesn't look like I just missed those. But the middle can kind of be more, yeah, this is looking cool. This looks quite different from the other one I did, does it? Well, maybe it doesn't look too different. I don't know. I'll show you that one when I'm finished and you decide. All right, does that look like a moon surface? I'm going to say it looks pretty darn close. Kind of missed that spot down there, so I'll cover that a little bit better. And I think that's pretty good. Now I need to set this aside to let it dry. And then it doesn't have to be perfectly dry before I attach it to the card, but a little bit. And I'm going to just kind of clean up the edges here so there's not any rough edges. Ooh, this is so fun. Next up, I've got my moon over here drying. It's already flattened out a little bit, which tells me that it has dried some. And now I'm going to come back in here and use my Lost Lagoon Stampin' Blend to color in some of the elements on this little astronaut. Now this is a little bit breaking the rules. Actually, is that light or dark? Let me see. I think that might be too dark. Let me try the light one and see if I like that better. Can't remember what I used before. Always an experiment. They look pretty similar. I'm going to just try the light one. Okay, so the rule with Stampin' Blends is you need to use them with a ink pad that's water-based because these are alcohol-based. But guess what? I'm totally breaking those rules today. But that's okay because these colors are so close together that if the stamped image bleeds a little bit, it won't really matter. Because the colors are dynamic duos. They're a good complement. Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon are. So I'm just trying to highlight all of the little parts of this astronaut that are just not regular, what is spacesuit. So let's see, I want to do the top part back there. So it's like the back of his helmet, but I'll leave that little part white because that's maybe a reflection of what? I don't know, maybe of the moon. Okay, looking good. This little pocket on the shoulder, and then I don't know what these are. Like, I don't know, maybe this is where he has his space food stashed. What are these pockets right here? If you know what these pockets are on an astronaut, you've got to tell me in the comments, because I just think that they're maybe a special design, like some cool designer designed this spacesuit or something. I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to stop there. Totally loving it. Okay. So now it's time to assemble all of these elements. Let's see. Let me feel this. Yeah, it feels a little tacky still. Normally I would stop and let it dry all the way. But for the just so that I'm not waiting forever, I'll just go ahead and go for it, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is Terran tape, and so I'm just going to get the real sticky stuff just in case it might have the desire to not stick. Let's see, I'm going to put that here so I know we're about to put this. So that looks good right there. And we'll stick this all together if I can get this off. Perfect. All right. Ooh, I think one reason I love this card so much is it's really different for me. I've never made anything like this before. And so I'm really proud of it. And I hope that it inspires you as well. Inspires you to give me a thumbs up, a like, but also inspires you to want to create yourself. Creating really can make a difference in a person's life. It makes me so happy. I go to work and do life's daily tasks, and that is hard. And then I come home and get to stamp, and it is easy and happy. Okay, there we go. So just do that a little bit there. That's going to be right against the moon, but this is going to be above. So there we go. So now the dimensionals are going to stick down to the stars. Let's see, I don't know, placement. I think that's pretty good. That should stick. Ah, it's looking amazing. I added this ribbon already to the greeting, reach for the stars. And I'll just kind of nestle that in here. like that, and that's sticking well to the moon, which means it's sufficiently dry, I believe. Okay, last step. What else do we need but some actual star-like gems? I don't have any actual stars, but these will just kind of shimmer as they're being noticed. I'm just going to put a couple here and there, and maybe another one here, one down yonder, and then let's put one really far out. Like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my stars, this card is finished. All right, you got to tell me what you think. Like I said, a total departure for me, and so fun to make with these really unique products. This unique Reach for the Stars bundle, embossing paste with a little bit of smoky slate to make this really interesting card. I had so much fun making this. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to trim these a little bit. Now, one more reminder, you've got till March 31st. So if you're seeing this video before that and you want to do the stamp along with the Great American Stampin' Show, come join us. It's going to be a blast. We love trying new things, and we have never done something like this before. So hopefully you will enjoy having cards to stamp along with us. And we'll be featuring earthen textures on that one. Not this bundle, totally different, but a reimagined version of earthen textures. That's it. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate you clicking and liking and all that stuff. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.